Hello, my name is Pamela Cuther and I'm an instructional specialist for secondary mathematics with Richmond Public Schools. Welcome to the Richmond Public Schools Distance Learning Modules. In this series, we will learn Algebra 1, where we will have a different focus each week. This week, our focus is SOL A.1b, Evaluating Expressions. Today, we will continue practicing how to evaluate expressions using the order of operations. Before we get started, you need a few supplies. Your interactive notebook or a few sheets of paper, a pencil or a writing utensil, and your Desmos calculator. Here are the answers to yesterday's practice problems. Please take time to check your answers and make any corrections. Now we are ready to look at the instructional video, which will explain our skill for today. Before we start, please open the notes. Copy the notes and fill in the blanks as you watch the video. The video is linked in the presentation. Once you are done, please return to this presentation. Now that you've learned our skill for today, we will look at some model examples. Please copy and complete the examples in your notebook. Also feel free to jot down any additional information that is said throughout the explanation. Model example number 1. Please take some time to write down model example number 1 in your notebook. Hopefully you've had some time to write that example down. Now, the first step according to the video is for us to plug in values for the variable. Let's plug the appropriate values for x -2 and y 19. After plugging in your values, now you want to simplify using the order of operations. Looking at the by hand approach, we want to go ahead and multiply 10 times -2 and find the square root of 9, which is 1/3. And then we need to combine those two. Because I'm working by hand, I need to find a common denominator, which is 3. So I have -60 minus 1/3, which gives me -61/3. Please take a few seconds to look at the Desmos approach. Let's look at model example number 2. Please take some time to write down model example number 2. In model example number 2, you'll notice that it's much like one we looked at in day 1, where it is written in rational form, or written as a fraction. Just like in day 1, we want to simplify the numerator, simplify the denominator, and then bring them together at the end. So if you notice when I plugged in my -4, I put parentheses around it to make sure I don't make any errors. After squaring the negative 4 and squaring the 3, I have 16 minus 9, which gives 7. And then I have 7 divided by negative 2/5. Well, of course, I'm dividing fractions. I must multiply by the reciprocal. You probably remember that from 6th grade math, which gives me negative 35 halves as my answer. Please take a few seconds to look at this problem simplified in decimals. Now, here's one for you to try on your own. Please refer to the hints at the top of the slide if you feel stuck. We will look at the solution shortly. Here is the solution. You want to replace the A with negative 8, B with negative 5. Notice I put that in parentheses because I'm squaring it. And then C with negative 3. I put that in parentheses because I have a minus in front and sometimes the signs can get confusing. So I simplify by doing the cube root of negative 8, which gives me negative 2, squaring the negative 5, which gives me 25. And then I can simply combine these numbers from left to right. I get an answer of 26. That concludes our lesson for today. During your remaining work time, please complete the practice problems as well as the online practice. The answers will be in tomorrow's module. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe.